Good morning. Taking some moments, some quiet breaths, conscious breaths. And as you do these breaths mindfully, as you say, I am here, you will go into the sacred castle, the inner wisdom tree that is you. And just allow the breath and the intention, I am here. It will take you within exactly where you need to be. Imagine yourself as the tree and seeing and feeling the taproot going all the way down to the center of the earth, or you have planted here to serve, to live, to create, to love. Allow that energy to vibrate up through the trunk of the tree, all the way up and out into the heavens, where this inner wisdom has outer expression. So today you're asked to visualize this tree that is you and follow the trunk of the tree up, 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 and follow a branch, any branch you feel. To follow the branch to the tip top end, so to speak. We know there's lots of little branches off the branch you're going to, but follow wherever you follow. And find the very end. Imagine this tree right before spring comes. If it's a tree with leaves, the tiniest little bud on the end of this branch. You may be a tree with a needle. If so, find and trace to one needle. And as you visualize and know this bursting of creativity, of this leaf that is beginning to form at the end of this branch, I want you to go back, or being asked to go back, and just follow the journey, the million of little things that occurred for that leaf to be ready to come out. The tree, the bark, the rings within that branch, the rings within the tree. You may see spots where there's been a small injury on the outside of the tree. If you go inside, you may see a time where the tree did not have as much water or sunlight, where the growth seemed maybe stalled, or maybe a very intense ring or two. But notice it kept going. It was all part of one whole, and you can trace it all the way to the very tip top of one of many hundreds and hundreds of little and big branches. And the growth, the anticipation, the creativity, the expression is still there, ready to burst out. And as you allow the time to flow, you begin to see this tiny little green dot begin to grow, unfurl, push out, and express. And with it, and the wisdom in that leaf, in that just one simple leaf, is the entire tree. Everything the tree has experienced, everything the tree knows. And then you zoom out and you see all the leaves, all the needles. They're all connected. They all have this universal wisdom of the tree, of the taproot. And yet there is a unique expression. It may be similar form of all the other needles and all the other leaves, but just like your fingerprint, it's not exactly the same. Of all the thousands of leaves and needles on this tree, on this just one tree, it is unique in its own right, but carries this universal knowingness. It is spectacular and amazing when we really are with it and we're recognizing we are it. So, as we did last time, when we ask you to take the leaf or the needle and bring it to your heart, imagine this: the attention to that one leaf that is connected to the one whole, that is connected to the one whole. We could also ask you to take one of your hairs off the top of your head, just one strand, and take that strand and look at that strand. Hold it next to your heart. It is the same as the leaf. So as you consider and recognize the mirror image of you in this leaf, in this tree, and your body, as the inner spiral within the tree, the rings that express outward, the injuries that may have occurred at times, all the memories, all the experience. Maybe something from the outside of the tree tried to dig into inside. But the tree has resiliency. The tree is way more than one small part. It is all the parts coming together to support the individual leaf. And that individual leaf supports all the others. It is interconnected in ways that we can not only imagine, but if we just sit and allow the leaf, the hair strand into our heart, we will remember. Take a few more moments this week to do so, as again is preparing you more and more and more for your birthright. And we show gratitude, immense gratitude, for your willingness to be here right now in this moment and saying yes. And anything that is going on in your life, take it back into the rings of the spiral of the tree. Allow it to move it through, and know and trust the wisdom of you, the wisdom of this tree that will always still be alive and push through the new creation. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And with that, we give great gratitude, and so it is.